What's going on, gamers? Thanks again for checking out another one of Sappa's videos, and let's get right into these three topics that I have for you. So, first off, I was watching a video of Digital Foundry conducting an early benchmark for Killing Floor 2, and basically, Killing Floor 2 is the first game to fully utilize the PlayStation 4 Pro's full support. And basically, they're only aiming as early in its benchmarks, but they're aiming for 4K using the checkerboard rendering and 60 frames per second for Killing Floor. Now, I'm interested in Killing Floor, so I really hope this game comes out and it's good. I really hope that it's optimized and runs good on the PlayStation 4 Pro, because they're aiming for 60 frames. And watching the video on Digital Foundry, it was a little shaky. It went from, I think the lowest I seen it go down to was like 30 frames, but for the most part, even under heavy situations, the game was running between about 45 and 50 frames. It never hit 60. Never hit 60, but that's where it was. It was kind of stabilizing at. So now the thing about that, how I feel about it is, I don't think they should focus primarily on the 60 frames. I feel like they should quote unquote do a pro patch for also Killing Floor and make it so that on the pro. Now I also forgot to mention they're aiming for 60 frames on the PlayStation 4 Pro and the standard edition PlayStation 4, just a regular PlayStation. So they're trying to get 60 for both of them, but on the Pro, like I said, that's what it's running at, between about 30 and 50 frames per second. That's the average. Well, yeah, that's the average. I'll go with it. But I still think, like I said, with a Pro patch, they should make one stable, locked at 30 frames with a 4K checkerboard rendering or whatever resolution they can get it at, to lock it at 30 frames. And if they have to reduce the resolution, I feel, with a game like Killing Floor, because there's a lot happening, there's a lot of zombies, it's first person, there's a lot of things going on in Killing Floor. I really do feel that they should definitely focus on the 60 frames per second over everything. So if they have to reduce the resolution and make it a stable 60, I'm for that, and that's what I'd rather them do. But again, I'm very much looking forward to Killing Floor 2, without a doubt. Very, very looking forward to it. It looks good. It's a zombie shoot 'em up. It's like Black Ops Zombie mode, just without the story, if what I'm understanding correctly. Because it's a PC game coming to PlayStation. But that's about all I have. Like I said, if you want more information, like I said, Digital Foundry went more in depth with it, and they did their own tech analysis, like I said, for the PlayStation 4 Pro. Now on to another game. I don't have no experience with this game, and I'm not really excited for it, but I am very much interested to see what the hype is all about, and that is Red Dead 2. Yes, so Red Dead 2 has finally been announced by Rockstar. They showed off a teaser trailer. I didn't watch the trailer. Like I said, because it's Rockstar. They're not going to show much, but they showed a little bit. And again, I didn't watch it. I don't intend to watch it, but it's coming out fall of next year. See, the fall or spring of next year. So probably the holiday season somewhere. Right after summer, leading into holiday. That's how normal big games come out. I'm definitely interested in seeing it. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna get it day one. Because again, it's a highly acclaimed and praised game. So I'm very much interested in seeing what Red Dead 2 is and what is all the hype around it. But also leading to that, it's just a little slight piece of information. Red Dead Redemption, because that is not released on PC, is playable on PC via PlayStation Now. So if you use PlayStation Now, you can play Red Dead Redemption on PC, but you still got to use a PlayStation service. Alright, you see what I'm saying? But that's about all I have for the moment, because like I said, there's not a lot of information. Even if there is a lot of information, I'm just not looking into it, because I'm not that excited for the game. I just want to see the final copy and get my hands on it and play it. Last bit of information. And when I say this, Again, I did not watch the video, and I don't intend to watch the video because I know that this piece of hardware is dead on arrival. The Nintendo Switch. What the fuck is that? I don't know, but I know one thing. No one is going to pick up that Switch when you have Horizon, Persona 5 coming out a month before the Switch drops. And on top of that, you have consoles bringing in, and I don't know if it's true, but I found a video, and before I even listen to the video, I'm going to check to find every link and article I can find. But you have consoles that are coming out that has a GPU performance, consoles of 4 to 8 teraflops. You see what I'm saying? The PlayStation 4 Pro and the Scorpio come out next year. Even if the Scorpio comes out way down the line, who is going to spend that money and get something like the Nintendo Switch? You see what I'm saying? Who is really what? Okay, I'm not gonna say who, but how many adult gamers who are not little kids are really gonna rush out to play this? Now, Zelda looks good. They showed off another Mario, and they showed off Skyrim. But again, what about everything else? I might okay, if Pokemon does come, that's probably one of the biggest games, because Pokemon being on a hybrid, quote unquote hybrid handheld console, which I think is stupid. I think they should just, before this thing launches in March, I believe it launches next year, 2017 in March. Before this thing launches, Nintendo needs to change the marketing scheme of this game. Like I said, Pokemon would be great on this hybrid console, but here's the thing: I don't think very many people are in any kind of way in a rush or willing to get the Switch over playing over. You know what I'm saying? If it's a supposed to be a console, but with, like I said, it has very poor performance. It's going to have poor performance. It's not even out yet, but it's going to have poor performance compared to the Pro and the Scorpio. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to have a lack of games. The games, I have a feeling like Nintendo's going to release the same games that they have consecutively been releasing, just on newer hardware. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think that this should be called a console. It needs to be called Nintendo's new handheld. They need to switch the marketing and change it before it comes out, because it's dead on arrival. With the Pro, listen, the PlayStation 4 Pro, regardless of what any PC guy or any Xbox or any negative person wants to think, the PlayStation 4 Pro is not innovating, but it's definitely pushing gaming to a next step. You see what I'm saying? We're, as console gamers, we're about to get 4K technology. You see what I'm saying? Which means going forward, things have to be 4K, you know what I'm saying, 4K approved or somewhere close, somewhere close to it. That Switch, there's no way they're getting high powerful hardware out of a handheld console. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to call the thing. It looks terrible. It is portable. It comes with a little carrying case. I don't know the price of it, but like I said, it's portable. It comes with a little carrying case, which, I mean, the whole setup looks cool. It looks cool, but I don't think in any way it's worth the money. You see, it may, I just don't see it worth the money. Like I said, because if I want to play, because that's gonna have big kind of console games and console-like games, quote unquote. If I want that experience, I'm not gonna be portable or out on the go. You see what I'm saying? The way the console's controllers are, it looks like two Wii remotes. It looks ridiculous. It looks like two Wii remotes slide off both ends of the tablet-like screen. You see what I'm saying? It just looks like a mess. It doesn't look like it is what a gamer wants it to be. Whatever Nintendo was trying to make it, that's one thing, but I don't think it looks like something that gamers want. But I can't try to stress any more than for you yourself as the viewer to go out. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't heard no one talking about it, if you ain't at GameStop, I don't know what the fuck you doing, but go look at this yourself. I hope y'all didn't hear that loud ass truck. But go look at this yourself, and I really hope that you make your own analysis of whether you want to get it or not. Because me personally, I don't give a fuck about this. You know, PlayStation VR came out, bro. I need to get a VR TV, or a VR headset, and a 4K TV. I don't want to get a handheld portable console tablet. Like, I don't even know what's going on with this thing. I don't know. But I'm done. Especially to play more Marios. Like, I played Mario when I was fucking 7, 8, 9 and younger. You know, I don't want to play more of a childhood. You see what I'm saying? But again, though, if you're a kid and you're not an adult, you might be more interested in this. But coming from me, I care a lot less. And I don't know if you feel the way I do, but I tell you what you should do. Again, go check that video out like you did mine, and I appreciate that so much. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out. And there are still more videos to come today, so check them all out, please and thank you.
Ooh, key shit. Good shit, man. You know what